Amazon is buying iRobot, which is it's going to give them more of your personal data to sell to the highest bidder. Ring of Fire's Farron Cousins joins me to talk about it. Farron, how many stories have we done just in the last maybe 5 months with Amazon going in and buying another part of our culture? I think the last one we did, they're coming in and buying health care, private health care. We're going to make it better for you. It's going to be cheaper. Let us buy this healthcare system that we're going to use all over the country and then the world, and we're going to solve the healthcare problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now this is even weirder. Go ahead.
Right, and I'm sure most people on the surface say, okay, well, they're just buying the robot vacuums. How bad can that be? Well, the Roomba, or iRobot, I guess, CEO, said just a couple years ago that he wanted to start selling the mapping data of your home. And this was, again, I think it was 2017, so 5 years ago, he said, look, these little robots that you think, oh, great, I don't have to vacuum, it's mapping your home. It can identify sometimes faces in your home, and they want to sell that. And Amazon, of course, has one of the worst histories in the country of companies selling your facial data. They're selling your Ring camera data, and they're oftentimes giving it to police officers without a warrant or permission.
That's right. It's so specific, Farron. This iRobot moves around your house vacuuming. As it's doing that, it's plotting out, oh, here's where you watch TV. Oh, here's the TV program you watch. Oh, let me move over here. Here you got your gym equipment. You need some new gym equipment. Some of this furniture looks like it's run down. What happens then is you start getting emails, gym equipment, TV shows, new furniture we're going to give you deals on. This is what they're really up to. It's the most intimate details about your life. And everybody seems saying, oh, that's okay. It's a cool little robot. It'll vacuum my floor.
And yeah, these little robots, they're determining whether or not you have any pets. It can tell by what is on your floor, whether you're a messy person, a clean person, start sending you targeted ads for organization or maid services. And yeah, like you said, most people are like, oh, well, there's no harm in that. Well, what about when they start identifying the faces in your home and they start selling your biometric data to anybody out there? That is where the real danger comes in, because there's always that escalation, and they're right on the cusp of it even before the Amazon purchase.
Okay, so here we've got Ring. Of the things that are in our home, Ring, Alexa, Siri, Roomba, there is no more privacy, and corporate America has figured out how to reduce it to a big profit. Let me tell you how big they think this is. They paid $1.7 billion in cash for this company. They also paid $4 billion so they could buy One Medical, which is the medical entity. They're cash flush, and this is their statement. We want to buy our way into dominance. That's we want to buy our way into dominance. And so you've got a prime system at this point that's it's radioactive. I mean, there's no way that I think we can stop it. They simply have gotten to the point they have too much money.
And it's every part of your life now. From now, your cleaning, you can grocery shop on Amazon, your personal assistant, your Alexa is on there, your security with the Ring cameras, now your healthcare. Every aspect of your life. We're prime citizens is what we are now.
How about the Twitter crowd? The Twitter crowd's out there giving up everything. Now we find out that there's a whole different side to that. Whistleblowers are coming forward and say, you know what we're doing? We're scraping all that information.
Yeah, it's a truly terrifying story that just came out earlier this week. This whistleblower from Twitter says, we have everything, and y'all don't even understand how big of a national security threat this is, because it's not just, oh, I ate at McDonald's today. It's people in government sending out tweets, getting their IP addresses, having their passwords, personal
scraping
data.
Everything.
Yeah.
Scraping everything. So your Twitter folks out there that say, hey, this is fun. I'm really communicating. No, you are part of the problem right now if this continues as it's going. I don't know how to stop it. There's too much money involved. Inflation is out of control, but a new report says that price gouging is even worse. God, if this doesn't just infuriate you, I don't know what would. Go ahead and jump into this story.
We've been told that businesses are victims of the economy. The pandemic's hurt them. The supply chain has caused shortages. Government spending is driving inflation up. The war in Ukraine is driving it. And what we're finding is, even though they have selling fewer cars, less gas, their profits are hitting record numbers. And they're buying back their stock. They're giving out huge dividends.
Well, okay, so here, their narrative is, I mean, Lord of mercy, the narrative is all over the place, that this is being caused by Russia, that, gee, this isn't our fault, and you know what, we're doing everything we can to fight it. Well, the Guardian took they put some forensic people in there to see really what's going on, and it's anything but that. The profit margin has been raised 50% since they started this narrative, and as you say, what that's about is with that profit margin, they're able to buy back stock. And that increases the value of the company. And not only that, they're able to pay dividends to shareholders, and dividends and shareholders keep.
And when the stock goes up, the CEOs, their packages get better because they get more stock. They can sell off their stock when they leave. Their parachutes get much, much healthier.
Chevron, 240% spike in profits, 240%. As a matter of fact, it's the best, they had the best 2 quarters that they've had in the history of the company. Nike, the public social responsibility company, 51% increase, and it's still continuing to climb. Steel Dynamics, this is a company that touches almost everything that's made with steel. Their profit margin jumped 809%. 809% is their profit increase since all this started.
Dr. Pepper, 83%. You're looking at Hershey's, your Reese cups. They have gone up 62%. They did a $200 million stock buyback at Hershey's.
Here's the point. These are companies that have massive capital. They can operate in low profit times. If they were asked to do it, if they were forced to do it, if Biden would take some action and punish a few of them, and they got the picture, it's not like they're going to go out of business or even have any difficulty during this downtime. They have this massive amount of money that's put into their company that's available to them anytime. But rather than doing that, what's socially responsible, they say, well, we're just gonna rape and pillage right now because we can.
Right, and anybody who challenges them, we're called business bashers. If you try to question it, Bernie Sanders has caught on to this. Elizabeth Warren has caught on to it some, but their voice is in the wilderness. There's not a lot of momentum out there.
So what ends up happening is what they're trying to do, and this is really scary, is to create a new norm. In other words, once you get used to paying that higher thing for a box of cereal, you're used to it, and so you're going to do it anyway. And when you have competition that's not there because one company owns all the cereal, it's not as if a competitor is going to come in and say, well, we're not selling our cereal for as much money, so buy our cereal. There's not an alternative. The alternatives are so limited, and these companies are using this opportunity to rape and pillage. And unfortunately, nothing's coming out of the White House. The White House can do something about this. When Chevron said we're making a 240% profit because of the suffering that people are going through in gas lines.
This is kitchen table politics where we've got to go.